Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the market close for Friday, April 4th. Holy banana bread. Are you enjoying the red? If red is not your favorite color, then the end of this week has not been a great week for you. Yeah, we got a lot of red. We got a lot of red for sure. Oh boy. You know what? Let's just jump right in. Let's jump right in. I'm going to pull it up. Here we have, whoops, that is the wrong chart. This chart, the TSX, we are down 4.39%. Wow. Look at this drop. We have, as you guys can see, here's the blue line. This is where we entered the month. And as you can see, we actually look like we were having a little bit of green. And then, well, the gingerbread muffin man decided to he decided to throw some tariffs at the world, and look at this. Oh boy, this is just crazy. Now, if you're looking to buy the dip, well, holy, you definitely can, provided you brought deep sea scuba gear, because this is a long way down from the surface, that's for sure. Oh boy. So yeah, TSX absolutely in the dumper. Does it get better on the US side? No, it doesn't. S&P 500, look at this. Absolutely down today. 4.84%. Looking at the NASDAQ. Does tech have the the circuits to get out of this? Nope. Yeah, they're down 4.68%. Dow Jones as well, down 4.52. Now, I've added another one. I thought, let's add one more. This is the Russell 2000. So these are 2,000 of small cap domestic U.S. companies. And as you can see, the suffering continues. The Russell is down 4.07%. Even gold. Now, gold is our haven. Gold is our safety. But look at this. Not today. Now, a lot of analysts are believing the reason that gold is down is not because it's no longer safe. It's because some people have been forced to sell it to make up for some of their losses. So, gold has taken a little bit of a hit today. Silver as well. Oil. Oh boy. Oil absolutely got thrashed. Oil's down 5.4%. If there's any haven today, well, Bitcoin's up 1.12%. Ethereum down slightly, 0.28%. Okay, put on your sunglasses if before I click on this heat map, because boy, it's about to get very, very red. Look at this. This is more red than you can shake a stick at. Well, where do you start? Where do you start with this? I mean, look at this. Everything. Enbridge, 3.16 down. CNQ, Canadian Natural Resources, 6.97% down. So definitely some buying opportunities in there. Shopify, 5.45% down. Vic, I don't know if you're here, but your Constellation Software down 3.32%. All of the banks, BMO down a full 6%. Now, this is kind of interesting. The railroads are like saying, "Yep, we don't care. We're in the positive." Look at this. CP's up 1.40, CNR up 0.18. You gotta love it. And here's this weird thing. Every time the market is absolutely dying, our telecommunication system, they turn around. Look at this. Bell's up 1.97, Rogers up 1.10, TELUS up 0.54. So yeah, interesting for sure. But yeah, a lot of red. There's not a lot to write home about on this one, unless of course you're looking for your deals. Your deals are there. South of the border looks the same, doesn't it? Look at this. Oh, look at this. Tesla's burning today. Down 9.41%. Nvidia's down 6.44%. Apple 6.70. Meta's down, Google's down, Berkshire Hathaway down 6.08. Not a lot. Nike, Nike is in the green. Here we are. So there we go. If you like the Nike, you're up 3.89%. You gotta love it. Not a lot of good stuff to latch onto here. Definitely not a lot of good stuff to latch onto. Now, if we go to crypto, different story. Crypto was actually holding out a little bit better today. As you can see, Bitcoin up 1.16. Look at this. Solana's up 4.71. Dogecoin's up 4.27. XRP up 3.09. Mind you, there are still losers. There are still losers even here within the world of crypto. So there's about 15,000 or more of these crap coins, little tiny coins that I don't know what they do. Let's just grab some random one. Oh, here's a little one down here, and we'll grab a red one. This here is the Smart Layer Network. They're worth about 5.5 cents. Now, the smart move is to maybe layer some better coins and stay out of this network. I can't see this being a big thing. I don't even know what this does. And honestly, I don't care what it does. If you want to play with some of these smaller crap coins, read the white paper. Make sure it has a function. Some of them may very well do well okay in the future, but most of them are going to lose you money. So when it comes to crypto, stick to your big ones, your Bitcoins, your Ethereums, and even your Dogecoins. Holy banana bread. All right. I'm gonna get us right back here to the market, and let's see what's going on in the chat. All right. Let's see. We got Jonathan in here first. Am I late for a market correction? No. I don't even know what I'm going to call this. I don't know if I'd call it a correction. This is just pure. This is pure Trump. This is pure Trump. I'm giving him credit for the entire red. It's all him. Stan says, happy Friday. Naylor, what a week. Happy-ish Friday, folks. Yeah, exactly. Why videos? Thank God it's Friday. Yep, exactly. The market can't bleed tomorrow. Rory says, hi there. And Larry says, the emperor strikes back. Yep, he sure has. And keep in mind, so all of these tariffs, all of these Liberation Day tariffs, they're just the beginning. This is just the beginning, because all of those countries are going to start retaliating. So they're going to come back with their retaliatory tariffs, and then Trump's going to start knocking some of those numbers up. Already, I mean, I think the last time tariffs were this bad, you almost have to go back as far as the Depression. I mean, it's been a long time. So yeah, it's not good out there. It's not good, guys. Rory says, bought a wee bit of XEQT, ZDV, and going oil inverse. 2 days late, though. Couldn't get filled on HOD at 570. Yes. Playing the inverse. Probably not a bad move. Mario says, good afternoon, everybody. Larry saying crude oil 5-year lows. We bought it up at 62.27. Nice. Yeah, I mean, oil will be fine on the other side of this, but this is the thing. I keep saying, yeah, we're going to be fine on the other side of this, but nobody knows how big the this is. And I don't know how big the this is going to be. Is he going to keep this up for 4 years? That would be the worst case scenario. I'm hoping, as the market gets worse and worse, I'm just hoping that our that our red Smurf south of the border, or orange Smurf, I guess, I hope he comes to his senses. Right now, it doesn't look like it. So what can I say? All right, Bill says, whoa, wait up. Your sign is red. There's still time. yeah, maybe we'll have green. I'll keep my eyes. We got 5 minutes. I'm sure that green might be in the cards. Rory says, I have an order for CNQ. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Isaac says, God save us from Liberation Day. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it was a Liberation Day, basically liberating a lot of companies from some of their market cap. That's what he has accomplished. Thanks for making America red again. Oh, I like that. I like that. That could be a new hat. Ian says, I predict another dividend rate cut on ENCL. Got a bunch of dividend coming in Tuesday. Might buy bank. Nice. Yes, I do like bank. I do like bank. And I have a video coming out on bank soon. Hopefully, I'm still waiting for all of the approvals from Evolve to get that out. We have Mary in the house with a good afternoon. And of course, Mary is our unofficial captain of the like button. So if you haven't hit that like button, hit it now. You got nothing to watch while I'm waiting. I'm just gonna have a little bit of some coffee here. Oh, so good. So good. All right. A Ghost Flight says, buying some good deal, no tech yet. I think it and U.S. tech services especially have some more to fall as the world pushes back. Enjoy your stuff. Cheers. Friday. Bars open. Long week. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think, is this week coming up, the long weekend? Maybe. I know we got Good Friday coming up. I think, was that next? It might be. Holy banana bread. So we might have a short week. Ian says, I'm not down 10% from the peak yet. Lots of room to go down yet. Hope Trump claims victory and stops this. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I don't think he wants to be known as the president who had who destroyed the market pretty much as bad as you can. So yeah, I'm hoping that his own ego, it makes him stop. Oh yeah, the 18th. That's right. Oh, that's right. We're only in the first week of April. Oh my God, it feels. I don't know what it is. The last couple of days have felt very, very long. So yeah, not this week coming up, but the following week. That's when we get our Easter. Got it. I got it. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, I actually heard. I heard somebody say something like, because of the egg prices in the U.S., some folks have been painting potatoes instead of eggs. That's something I heard. I think I saw that this morning on something on YouTube. So I was like, oh my God, that's pretty bad. So what can we say? It's gonna get rough. Now, guys, in about 1 minute and 30 seconds, we have the bell. So the bell's a little loud if you have earbuds on, and loud noises are not your thing. Then you got a little bit of time. You can either pull the buds out right at the 4 o'clock, or 4 o'clock Eastern, or of course maybe turn them down a bit. I'll try to give about a 10-second warning before the bell. I'll definitely try to do that. Isaac says, make America broke again. Oh boy. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, a lot of the manufacturing, the way it is set up, is that there are a lot of places in the world where you can get things made a lot cheaper. And that's the business model that let's just say modern capitalism is based on, it being able to have cheap items, so that way there you can sell your products cheaply. If he tries to bring it all into the US with his tariffs, well, holy banana bread, you're not going to have cheap items. Even if he succeeds, gets all these factories in the US, all those people are going to be paid, you're going to be paying the minimum wage. So, some of the cheap items that, like even some of the dollar store items could all of a sudden be very, very expensive. So it could be interesting. All right, guys, 10 seconds to the bell. So there we go. I got the warning in. It's going to be good. We're going to take a look after the bell. We're going to take a look at something here. Just give me 1 second here. Woo! Market is closed, and welcome to the weekend. Oh, thank God. All right. That's what I'm saying. The weekend's closed. The market's not falling anymore. Well, there might be some after hour falling in the US, but for the most part, it's good. It's good. Oh gosh. A Y video says, I use the opportunity to rebalance and purchase some tech. Even if nothing is sure, I'll do it again if tech goes lower. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I am doing the same thing. I've been buying some stuff over the last couple of days. um, I actually I got a few good deals. I got a few good deals, and I haven't I'm not completely done yet. I'm just waiting. You know, what can you do? Patricia is in the house with a hi. Finally done working. Nice, nice. All right. So guys, they have Blossom. Blossom has opened up their online site now to everyone. It's still in beta and not everything is working, but some stuff is. Some stuff is. So one thing that is working. So this here is your Blossom, your desktop. So if you don't have to be anymore, you don't. Before, I think it was only open to Blossom Pro and ambassadors. But now it's open to everybody. So it's basically beta.blossomsocial.com. That's the website. Now, if you haven't yet signed up, there is a link below. Click on that and head on over to Blossom. When you get there, follow me. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Now, here's another reason that this might be useful. Is that if any of you want me to review your portfolio on, and I'll do that on this week on the weekend. So if you want me to, follow me, hook up your portfolio, and we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Just direct message me. So direct message me on Blossom. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. All right, but right now. So this portfolio here, this is the 0 to 100K challenge portfolio. So I have that set up here. So that's kind of neat. So, you can sort of see everything. Now you'll notice you're seeing dollar values here. You won't see the dollar values. Like if I look at your portfolio, I will not see your dollar values at all. Well, heck, let's take a gander at somebody. Oh boy, I don't. You know what? Well, I'm just going to grab a random person. So if I go to somebody random's portfolio and look at it, let me just see here. There we go. You'll notice all I see are percentages. So I hope Mr. Financial doesn't mind. We're not going to dig into Mr. Financial, but you'll notice all you see is the percentages. So the only person who can see the finance and the actual dollar value is you. So that's kind of a neat thing. But anyway, here's what I wanted to show you. This is kind of cool. This is the insights. So this is another part here. And this is just tracking the performance of actually the 0 to 100K. But what's kind of neat down here is, and you guys know that I've been getting my my sector breakdown over here. Now, this is kind of cool. Now, you'll notice right now, I'm really high, 25.6% on industrials. And there's a reason why. Now, if you click on this, it'll show you what stocks are being counted. So I'm going to be heavy in industrials for a bit. And the reason I am is because of that Air Canada swing trade. So if you want to know more about the Air Canada swing trade, I did drop a video today that sort of details that, as well as does a deep dive at the same time. But yeah, so you can sort of get an idea of all of the different things in here. And if you were like, you can also, for example, you can also explore. I guess that part's not ready yet, but soon enough that'll get there. They're working on this hard. They've gotten a lot done. So there's industrials. Here's energy, and you can see like CNQ, EIT, PHX. I thought I sold that. I hopefully I did. Hopefully I deleted that. Excuse me. But yeah, so there's just a whole bunch of different things in here that you can do. I do like it. I like it quite a bit. I like just being able to, and this is one of the reasons too that I always will say, guys, follow me so I can follow you back. Because then when I go into my notifications, this here are the people that I'm following. All of their notifications come in here. And this way here, I can come in and check. Now, William followed me. I'm going to click on William. Oh, I already followed him back. There we go. So that didn't update yet, but you can see the following there. So I do like it over there. It is pretty cool, and I usually, when it comes to responding to folks over there, like on your comments and things, I will almost exclusively go into the notifications because that way whoever is, oh dear, that's a fun one. Normally I'll go in here and I'll usually scroll through and sometimes I'll see somebody like from the community, and I will usually jump on those pretty fast. So anyway, that is a blossom. So just something to keep in mind. If you haven't tried it out yet, definitely do that. Jump down below, grab that link, head on over. Can't wait to see you there. Can't wait to see you there. All right. Patricia says, there were some deals for sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. There was a lot of deals. Definitely. And, we got Skiz. Skiz is in the house with a Hula Mountain Finance. It's always good to see you, Skiz. Welcome back. Welcome back. Rory says, I'm down 7.2% on average for all of my red stocks. Yeah. Wow. Wow. And here's the thing, and this is the funny thing. I mean, we're seeing things down quite a bit today. Quite honestly, if we maintain the momentum that we have right now, it won't take long before we'll officially hit a bear market. Just when you look at it technically, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But I have a feeling that we could actually see a little bit of green on Monday. And part of it is just the whole bounce back as the fear, has sort of gotten out of our system over the first couple of days, not our systems, but out of the typical, regular investor systems. That's going to give us an opportunity. It'll give us an opportunity for things to pop back up. And I think that's going to be good. I think that'll be good. So we might see a little bit of an oasis. But mind you, and here's the caveat to that. Once we start getting retaliatory tariffs coming back from the other countries, that's going to cause more fear. And that could happen. And maybe it happens sooner. I have a feeling most countries are probably going to digest what's going on. And I don't think you're going to have any retaliations fast. But mind you, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some this coming week, but hopefully not before Monday. It'd be nice to have just one day to, have a calm market for a change. And then Tuesday, maybe if we get some retaliations, we can go back into the red. But we'll see. We're going to see what happens. It's craziness, and I don't see this coming to an end anytime soon, unfortunately. Larry says, Ford announced this morning they're giving everyone employee prices now. Must be desperate. I love trading Ford, but it's never a hold play. Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, yeah. It's not a bad. It's probably not a bad move. Like right now, there's a lot of fear as well going on with the whole, with all of the auto tariffs. And how it's going to be hit. Now, Canada, of course, retaliated and is doing 25% auto tariffs on U.S.-made cars. Mind you, not all U.S.-made cars. Any that are within the free trade agreement, those would be exempt. But it's looking bad out there. It is looking bad. Ian says SPYI is on sale. Wow. There's a lot on sale. Like it's just crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And you know what? Let's just out of curiosity's sake, let's go back to the charts for a second. I want to see who the biggest losers are here. Let's get rid of I'm going to get rid of the green. And I'm also going to get rid of the people who are just losing. All right, so here are our big losers. So yeah, like we got CNQ, they're up there. Ooh, Pamina Pipelines. Look at that, down 7.32%. Torlamine. Ooh, Synovus down 12.09%. That might be the winner. Just looking over this, I don't see anybody else at that point. So that might be the big loser. Look at that, 12.09%. All right, let's go to the US. Let's do it to the US as well. We'll get rid of the green companies, and then we'll get rid of the we'll get rid of the the not so bad. Let's see. Okay, we got a double digits here with Tesla down 10.42%. Yeah, that may be one of the worst. One of the worst. I'm not seeing any, at least. Oh, wait a minute. No, GE. GE is down 11.10%. Yeah, that might be. I think that's the worst. I think that's the worst. And let's just do one other thing here for a second. I am going to try. All right, give me a second here. Let's duplicate this tab. And I'm going to go into products, screeners. Let's go to ETFs. Let's go to the Canadian ETFs since we know those. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I did not want to go to screeners at all. All right, stay on page, superstarts. All right, screeners, heat maps, ETFs. That's what I was looking for. Oh my gosh, it's not even letting me click on it. What the heck? That's fine. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Sometimes if it won't let me do it that way, I just go in and do it the other way. Heat map, trading view, ETFs. There we go. There's more than one way to get in. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty red. But we do want to go to. All right, let's just see here. Actually, I'm looking for, right here. I'm looking for Canada. Let's go to Canada. All right, yeah. Look at this. Yeah, like VFE today is down 4.88%. XSP, oh boy, yeah, there's a lot. XEQT is down 5.06%. These are some great entry points. Great entry points for sure. Yeah, you gotta like it. I mean, obviously, these are going to do the same thing, but now here's where you're going to get some of that stability, and that is with your fixed income. So you can see everything from like ZAG, so ZAG up 0.46, VAB, ZMU. There's cash, one of the ETFs, the cash ETFs. Of course, they're not going to fall with this. They're designed to be stable. So there's been no change in cash, and that's the nice thing. They're safe. They're safe. But yeah, what a mess. What a mess. All right, let's bring me back to the big me again. All right, Skiz says today's P&L is just a sea of red, stark to see. I know there's a lot of red. A lot of red. Like usually I don't see this much red until Christmas. It's like, what's going on? Ian says, talking to my brother today, he says, this is why I don't invest. Hope I can convince him to start when we get closer to the bottom. Yeah, and that's the thing. This is when the money is made. When the money is made is when we're deep in the red. You're buying at the bottom, and then when things recover, you're making a lot of money. So absolutely, pretty good. Rory says, I want to see oil bearish next week. Could be. You never know. You never know right now. It's like everything except for, mostly everything except for crypto right now. And of course, the fixed asset look like they're pretty bearish. Nwandi says, not if the orange is too stubborn to walk back his stupid plan. I know. It's like, I'm asking the people who voted him in, aren't you glad you got what you voted for? Oh dear. Rory says, this is really how millionaires are made, this and real estate. Yeah, absolutely. And VFE ending at 127. That's a great entry point for sure for VFE. Getting 4.9% on a GIC until June. Nice. Now, the other interesting thing too is that It's really starting to look like the Bank of Canada's might actually cut their rate again on the next meeting, which is like April 16th. So right now, it's funny, before before the tariffs, the odds of them doing it were about 25%. 25% chance they might cut. Now, because of what's happening in the economy and these tariffs and unemployment going up, oh boy, it's now at about 62% chance that they're going to cut. So we might see another 25 basis points getting peeled off April 16th. So, hopefully, yeah. And interestingly enough, too, a lot of analysts are expecting by year's end a full 75 basis points to come off in total. So this one and maybe two more. So, we'll get us down to a 2% interest rate by the end of the year. And that's, even though there's going to be inflation, that is simply by the fact that the economy is going to be, well, let's just say, if you want to see the economy, you're going to have to be friends with the mole people because it's going to be that low. All right. Tom says, I'll admit I was a little intimidated, so I really only bolstered my positions as opposed to starting new ones. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Like, this is that time when you can average down. Like, let's say, well, VFV, a 127, if you're sitting there with an adjusted cost base at like 130 or 140, yeah, this is great. You're actually pulling that down a little bit. So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Oh boy, coffee time. And Skiz says, am I the only one hoping for all the markets to get worse? I need more time to get more money. Well, the good news is, Skiz, I have a feeling the markets are going to be bad for a little bit. I think you got time. I think there's time to DCA like crazy. So you got time, Skiz. Loving Trump right now. All right. And Paul's in the house with a good afternoon. And we got Mr. Danter in the house. Let's see. There is now a third accounting principle: being in the black, red, and the new one, being in the orange. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's yeah. Our orange Smurf to the south. What can we say? What can we say? He's certainly making life interesting. That's for sure. Larry says, I mean, there is room for crude to 59, but who's not going to buy it then? Well, exactly. And, while it's down, now's the time that if Trump hasn't yet filled up the strategic reserve, this is the time to do it. And Tim is absolutely right. DCA to the moon. There we go. Let's see. Rory says over COVID, HOD was over 200 a share. Yeah. I mean, we had that one point where oil was almost, I think at one point, very, very briefly, West Texas Intermediate was priced at a negative number. Very, very quick, though. It was very quick. I mean, it turned around pretty darn fast. Paul says, today was negative 1.6%, just a normal day. Excuse me. And Patricia says, good one, Tim Danter. Tim brings the funny. And of course, those of you who don't know Tim, he's from the Danter Banter. So Tim and Nancy Danter, they had Crypto Night in Canada for the longest time. I used to guest on that show all the time. Loved it. Loved the show. Tim's been on here. I think the last time Tim's been on the channel, we had him when we did that one crypto night that we did. What was that? Was that like 3-4 months ago? But yeah, love the Tim. Isaac says, let's see, I bought BA and MU today, then when it pulled down and now is green. Okay. And let's see. Oh God, he's probably going to claim cheap gas now. That's the thing. Yeah, it's like I'll destroy the economy, but oh look, gas is cheap. There we go. I know it's crazy. Now up in Canada, of course, we've all just recently got a break in the price of gas because the carbon tax is gone. So I think in most places on April 1st, the price of gas went down about 17 cents. So that's not too shabby. Although I did hear that I know Nova Scotia has this thing where they can only change the price once a week because of the way they regulate it. And I have heard that this week it actually did go up. So not great, not great. Paul says S&P 500 down and Bitcoin up. Yeah. I mean, Bitcoin right now is currently up only 0.47%. But you know what? Green in this sea of red is it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Rory says overall my port is 14.4% in the green. Oh, your portfolio. Save for red positions. Okay, that's actually not bad. I think I don't think many of my positions, if you look at them for the day, I mean, I think almost everything I have is in the red. I think almost. There's probably, well, you know what? There is one position I have, and let's take a look. I did add a defensive position in EXE. So I wonder how they're doing today. Let's just pull them up. Oh, they're up. They're in the green. So there we go. Extendicare. And I did deep dive on that recently. Extendicare is in the green. Oh, yeah. And the railroads are in the green today as well. So we do have that as well. Well, you know what, guys? Let's do it. We looked at the red. We looked at the ones that are deep in the red. Let's actually just see what we got here. So here are the big winners. So there are winners. Look at this. So TFI, let's see, Canada Goose. Okay. HODL, and I know a few of you have been going on about HODL. They're up there as well. CNC, what is that? I'm going to open that up. Canada Nickel Company. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there are some companies in the. Oh, look at this. What is this? 10% up. Wallbridge Mining. Okay, interesting. So there are some companies in the green, and I imagine with the U.S. as well. Let's just flip it around as well. And there's of course Nike, which we mentioned before. Deckers, Lululemon, they're up as well. So Builders First Source. Yeah, we got a few that are up. But what can I say? All right. Paul says cheap gas. You can drive around and not buy anything. BC gas price was cheaper a few weeks ago. In BC, we switched to summer gas sooner as we are 15 degrees Celsius today. Nice. Absolutely. A funny thing is, I have started. So I do almost an hour. I do an almost an hour workout each day. But here's the thing. I like to watch something as I'm doing my workout. So lately, what I've been watching is road trips. So I've been looking for 4K road trips. So like yesterday and today, I did a road trip from Malibu to I think it was Santa Barbara, someplace in California. I've done a whole bunch of them in Canada. I just pick a place and I just do it. So it's kind of cool. But what's funny is because I'm doing the road trips and because I recently did all of the driver training like a year and a half ago, all of that training keeps coming back in my head as I'm working out. So I'm working out and all of a sudden there's an intersection and I start to look right, left and all of that fun stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, I'm just working out. I don't have to do that. So anyway, kind of funny, but it is a way to pass the time. That's for sure. Although I will tell you, this is kind of funny. Sometimes I get so immersed in it as I'm working out that if there's a whole bunch of quick turns that are happening in the drive, it's like, holy banana bread. I can almost feel a little bit of dizziness from it. I'm like, yikes. So it's funny. All right. Bleak says, hi all. Hello, Bleak. Good to see you. And Michael says, let's see, Pfizer is a deal to get. 43 dividend going to bounce next week with 6 insiders bought over 10 million shares together at $25.34. And I've always been very adamant with Pfizer. Like, I think Pfizer is a great company. And I think on the long term, they're definitely going to be good. So and I know Michael's been talking a little bit about some of the technical analysis around it and some of the support levels that Pfizer has reached. So I wouldn't be surprised, Michael. I wouldn't be surprised at all. All right. Chad says check out ARBE. I can do that. Let's do that. All right. Let's of course get to the right. Here it is. All right. So ARBE. RB Robotics. Is that who we are looking at? I want to make sure I got the right ticker here. ARBE. Okay. Arb Robotics. Interesting. All right, let's take a look and see. Okay. Oh, look at this. They have this. That's a pretty big jump. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, a big jump. But then look at this. It's kind of what tends to happen. A lot of times when you get these kind of jumps, you're almost guaranteed to come back down. So a lot of times that's usually something happened with the company. What ends up being, buy the news, sell the rumor, or buy the rumor, sell the news. Yeah, no, one of those type situations. But yeah, it's an interesting company here. Let's see, what do they actually do? They're Israeli based. Okay, they develop radar detection of small objects. Company products fit for drones, automotives, and robotics. Okay, that sounds interesting. It does sound interesting for sure. All right. Paul says NMAX. Oh God, yeah. Newsmax. Those of you who have not seen Newsmax, we actually brought this up on the channel the other day. The other day when we caught this up on the channel, if you guys remember, they were here, like they were up in here, and I said, this is ripe for a correction. And well, look at what's happened since then. Because yeah, I mean, this company went from $18 to $234. I was thinking, you get this kind of an explosion out, and this is like a new IPO. And that's what happens. That's one of the reasons I try to stay away from IPOs. Is a lot of times an IPO will come out, people will be excited about it, and it may get this pump. But invariably after that pump, you get the slump back down, and then you start to fall into more of a fair price. Now, if you had bought this here and had the foresight to sell it when it got up this high, congratulations. So gotta love it. Let's see. Hello, Candace. Did you notice how defensive extended care and other senior care stocks have been in this turmoil? Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Like I said, I recently did a deep dive on extended care, and I was saying that to me that's a very defensive stock. So when I did the last defensive rebalance there for the 0 to 100K challenge, I added extended care because it's one of these situations. Like, it doesn't matter how bad the economy gets. The reality is, the boomers, a lot of the older boomers are heading towards that retirement, not retirement, but retirement from living on their own. So they're getting to that point where, companies like Extendicare, Chartwell, SIA, they are all going to have an unlimited amount of customers, and that makes them defensive. It's not going to be a situation where, you're going to be, people aren't going to just sort of say, well, okay, we shouldn't, we got to bring all of our parents and grandparents out of the houses because the economy's bad. No, it's going to be good. I think that'll be good. So yeah, Extendicare, and we were just there, but let's go there again anyway. And here we go. And I just want to give you a good idea here. Let's just take a look at the last year. I mean, look at this. It's been a climb. And then when the economy absolutely poops the bed, what do? They just keep moving. They're moving forward. They're not falling, but they're doing fine. They're doing fine. So this is a company that very good defensive company, in my opinion. So I like them. Yeah, Paul, exactly. NMAX, Newsmax got to 233 on the IPO, but then back right back down to earth. Whatever. And that's the thing. We knew this was going to happen. And Larry says, yes, Newsmax to 200. Whoever shorted must be a genius. I'll tell you. That would have been a good move. That would have been a good move because, I mean, anybody who's been around IPOs long enough would have looked at that and said, yeah, that's about to correct. So yeah, shorting it wouldn't have been a bad idea at all. All right. Oh, AREB. Okay. That explains it. I was looking at that company, Chad, and I was just like, what is this? What is this? Okay, here we go. American Rebel Holdings. Oh boy. This sounds interesting right from the title, but look at this. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, that's quite the pump. Yeah, I mean, quite literally, going basically almost 20xing it. They almost 20x'd. Holy cow. Yeah, this is interesting. What are they doing? Let's see. They develop self-defense, safe storage, and patriotic products. Okay. Yeah, I can understand why this might be. There's so much chaos in the States. The patriotic stuff, yeah, okay. That's normal, and patriotism is pretty strong. But some of the self-defense and stuff like that, if people are expecting things to get worse than they are now, that could be a boom in business for them. So yeah, I can definitely see that. Patricia saying it was a surprising IPO. Yeah, I was surprised at how much it grew. Normally an IPO doesn't go that far, but that correction, that, like I said, I called it on the stream. So yeah, that was not unexpected. Let's see. Rory says that's a Tim Sykes move. David says, let's see. The S&P has almost fallen as many points as the COVID crash. Yeah. We're like, I haven't looked at the exact percentage that we're down in total, but we're definitely heading towards bear market territory. Now, did you buy any more Air Canada? Yes, every month. Actually, what's really nice is, I got Air Canada for 13 something today. So I did add another 10 to the challenge. So, and I am going to put a vote out because I know, I can't remember who, one of you had requested that I do a revote on that to see if you guys want me to do that video once a month again instead of every second month. So yeah, I will do that soon enough. Paul says, we had our taxes completed and e-file over a week ago. Let's see, DB pension income splitting saved us $4,300 in taxes versus all on one income. Yeah. Income splitting. And I have a video on that, guys. It's huge. If you're in retirement and one of you is making a lot more money than the other, you want to be income splitting because you can absolutely save a ton of taxes. And as Paul just pointed out, $4,300 saved in taxes. That is absolutely awesome. Michael says, we in a bear market. It feels that way. It feels that way. So yeah. Let's see. Skiz says, yeah, you and me both saw your video and sunk 1,000 into aircanada.to. Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident on where Air Canada is going to be on the other side of this. And it's kind of one of these things, like the last one I did, Air Canada recovered way too fast. So my swing trade was very, very, very short. Now, this time, I would love, because I'm going to buy every month, as long as they're under $17, I'm buying. I'm hoping they're under $17 for at least a year. I really, really am, because, make a killing for sure. Why is GameStop up? Now, one of the things I heard, I haven't looked too deeply into this, Larry, but I heard that GameStop has started adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So that might be part of it. Let's see. Rory says GME went up because Ryan bought a ton. Forgot his last name. Is it that YouTuber guy, Ryan? What is it, Tearing or something like that? Maybe I don't know who it was, but I did hear. I heard that GameStop had added Bitcoin to their sheet, so that could be interesting. Ian says, I got a notification of reassessment, but did not open because I thought it might be a scam. Turns out I had 17K of unclaimed RRSP contributions, getting a big refund. Oh, nice. I like that. I like that. I know it's kind of funny. Like I I'm always very, very, very hesitant with a lot of the email I get. Um, it's kind of one of these things. Like even you take, for example, when I first got the contact with Evolve, um, she just wanted to set up a meeting initially, and I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do that. We'll set up a meeting. Um, when we had a video conference, so then I knew what she looked like, and so as soon as I knew what she looked like, I I went to their website and I pulled up all the staff, and there were pictures of all the staff, and it's like, yep, she is who she says she is. So I know I'm safe because there's a lot of scammers out there that they want to get control of YouTube channels so that they can put them fake shows on them. Those ones where they try to trick you into sending them 1 Bitcoin and they'll send you 2. They put a lot of that scam stuff on it. But what they do is a lot of times they reach out to the YouTubers and say, "Hey, I love your channel. I would love I would love to sponsor you. Here's a package." And they'll give you this package that it's usually a zipped file. You open it to find out what it's all about. And when you do, it releases a whole bunch of malware on your system that then takes over your channel. And next thing you know, they have control of your YouTube channel and they're changing the password and you can't even get in. And next thing you know, your channel is gone live, and it's whether it's one of these Elon streams or whatever trying to scam people. It's not good. It's not good at all, and it just keeps it's just bad. So I'm super 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 careful. If I receive somebody, even if it was from somebody who I want to work with, and they sent me a zip, I probably will transfer the zip to a thumb drive and open it in an unattached computer. Call it paranoid, but I would rather do that than have to go through the hassle of trying to get back your channel if somebody has hacked you. All right. Michael says, do you think Cameco might be worth nibbling on at 53? So Cameco, I love Cameco. They, of course, they're in the uranium business. Uranium is going to be big. Nuclear is only going to get bigger. So yeah, I think right now, if you get any kind of a correction in something like Cameco, I think it's worth looking at for sure. I definitely do. Paul says Ron Butler is saying those variable mortgage rates might want to lock in a 5-year fixed under 4%. He says a trade war causes rates to go down in the beginning, but later inflation goes up and 5-year rates go up. I think if by the end of the year we get down to the 2%, at that point, I don't see us going lower. I don't see us going lower than 2%. So, if you want to get in with a fixed rate at that point, I would say that's probably not a bad idea. Because the rates will go back up. Now, the problem is, and this is kind of the situation that the Bank of Canada is in, is that inflation is we're going to get inflation. There's no way around it. But it's kind of a double-edged sword, because with prices going up and the economy tanking, so inflation will go up, but it may not go up as much as you think it's going to go up, only because a lot of people aren't going to be able to afford to buy anything anyway. So that is going to create some sort of pressure on prices to come down a little bit. But at the same time, the economy is the whole thing. And the economy right now, I think, is going to trump things. And depending on how bad the trade war goes, it's kind of a situation where you don't want a situation where everybody is, and we got to take into consideration too, the banks, because right now we got the biggest wave of mortgage renewals coming. So these are the waves that are coming this year and into next year are the people who bought at the lowest rates during the pandemic. So the sub 3 and the sub 2%ers, they're the ones coming up. And though a lot of those people are the ones that are going to struggle no matter what the rate is. Some of them are going to struggle big time. So the lower the rates are that they get hit with their new renewal, it might save a little bit. I mean, we can't, if we get to a situation where we have basically a foreclosure on everybody and their dog, that would not be good, not in the middle of a trade war. So I think when you put all of the pieces together, the Bank of Canada, I don't think they have a lot of choice. I think even if they want to fight inflation at this point, they might just have to let it be until we can get a little bit of semblance out of this trade war, out of, maybe Trump comes to his senses. Who knows? At this point, who knows? Like, and he's out there. He's been talking. I've been hearing some of the ideas that have been floating around for a third term. So, for example, one of them is that, he could get J.D. Vance to win the president the next term, and then J.D. would have Trump as his running mate, and then as soon as J.D. gets sworn in, he resigns and Trump gets put back in. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy ideas that are out there floating, but I mean, here's the thing: Trump is really old. I mean, he's really, really old. I imagine after 4 more years, I really don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna have the mental acuity to run again. I really don't think so. I don't take too much credence in it. But what can I say? All right. Rory says the Imperial Oil scam is still out there, or it was. Yeah, I mean, I find that scams just never go away. They seem to circulate, and they always come back. They absolutely always come back. So, what can you do? What can you do? Other than, of course, be careful. And this is the thing. In the olden days, and it's funny when I say olden days, I'm talking about 3-4 years ago. It was really easy to figure out if somebody was trying to scam you. You just had to look at their English. A lot of times you'd get these things with broken English, and it's like, yeah, okay, if this was really Bell sending me a notice, it's not going to be in broken English. But now that they've got AI. AI is helping them write nice, crafted, good English. So you have to be a little bit more careful. So, and AI is pretty good at trying to fool you or make something seem legitimate. You almost have to get to a point that anything you receive, whether it be a text message, whether it be an email, you have to assume that, I always say this, assume it's a scam until you can prove it isn't. That way there you're safe. And I know, heck, even 10 years ago, my mom I remember my mom a few times, she would ask me, she was like, oh, did you see that file I sent you? And I'm like, no, I didn't. She says, oh, but I sent it to you. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I know, I deleted it. She says, like, why did you do that? I'm like, because if anybody is going to send me a virus unintentionally, you're pretty much at the top of the list of those who would most likely do it. So used to annoy her. But the reality is, I used to go and clean her computer, and she would be, it would take a bit of time because there'd be a lot of malware, because she clicks on anything and everything. I think she's gotten a lot better now, but I'm just saying that's kind of that thing. You have to be careful. Like I'm even that type now. If somebody I know sends me something, if I'm not expecting it, and even if it is something I want, I'm not going to say I'm going to delete it right away. With my mom, it was usually most of the stuff she'd send were jokes anyway, so I would be deleting that right, left, and center. But I'll even reach out to the person and make sure that, hey, look, did you send me this file? And that way there, if they say no, then I know, yeah, okay, it's It's a scammer trying to, impersonating a friend or something. So just be careful, guys. Just be careful. Chad says, send me 1 Bitcoin. I'll send you 100 Shiba Inu. Ooh, that's a deal. That's a deal. I'll check my wallet. Skiz says, as far as mortgages go, the rate can change, be renegotiated every 3 to 5 years. What you can't change is the price you agree to pay. So too late to change that. Yeah. I would actually, one of the things I'd like to see, and this is one of the reasons that the States right now, the United States, they're doing pretty good. So the people who got these mortgages at their sublow rates, they could sign on for a lot longer. We're sort of limited to that 3 to 5 year terms here, but in the United States, you can get you can get in the double digits. And that, to me, that's totally, that would have been really nice for people, because then we could have pushed that off a lot longer. But what can you do? Rory says, my boss told me to buy Shiba Inu, totally ignored him. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I've known a few people who've been very pro Shiba Inu. That's for sure. Paul says, I had an email from Paramount Plus saying 50% off 1 year, but didn't trust the email. I copied one of the links in the email and found promo code APR 2025WB. The promo code worked. Oh, guys, if you got Paramount Plus and you want 50% off, maybe this code still works. Maybe write it down, folks. Maybe write that down. Yeah, why not? If you got Paramount Plus, why not take advantage? So APR 2025W, that's not even a hard code. Let's see, my previous 50% off 1 year Paramount Plus ended mid-December 2024 and canceled before renew, so I had to wait until April to get 50% off again. Now that's a pretty good, that sounds like a pretty good deal for sure. And Paramount Plus, they got some good shows on it. They got some good shows for sure. Skiz says US has 30 fixed rate mortgages, the dream. Oh, do they go? I didn't even realize they went all the way up to 30 years. Holy banana bread. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Michael says, do you think these huge stock market declines of 3 to 4% can continue for days? No, I don't think they can. I think unless we get some retaliatory tariffs back at the US over the weekend, I think we could see a small bounce back up on Monday. Rest of the week, who knows? But and this is the funny thing. I mean, normally weekends were safe from black swan stuff, and then Trump came along, and now weekends are kind of fair game. So I'm still hoping. I'm hoping for just a little relief on Monday, and then we can go back in. And I think Rory is just like, let's just keep burning things down, burn it to the ground. I want them bottom cheap prices, and I can see the attraction there as well. Paul says, blend and extend renewals. Somehow your existing low rate and current 5-year rate gets blended. Chat GPT shows an example with 1 year left at 2.05 and a 5-year rate of 3.5. So it would end up being 3.21% for 5 years. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Other than if you if the rates keep going down, if we do get those other 75 basis points, that might play a factor as well. So definitely something to think about. Holy banana bread! I just realized I've been little me the whole time. There we go. Let's bring back big me. So guys, if you got your final questions, let's get them in. Let's see what we have here. All right. Oh, so good. Michael says, I purchased more Mullen yesterday. Oh, interesting. Here, let's pull Mullen up. I don't know. I can't remember the last time we've looked at Mullen, but here we go. Mullen Group right here. All right. I'll pull up the 1 year here. So yeah, I mean, oh boy, yeah, they've had quite a correction as well on here for sure. I see Larry's question. We'll get to you in a second here, Larry, so that way there you can have that opportunity. But one of the things I do like about Mullen, they got a half decent dividend, 6.891% yield. And of course, they are a logistics provider for basically most of it's truck stuff. So let's see, truckload, warehousing, logistics, oversized. Yeah, I mean, obviously, right now they're anticipating a slowdown in the amount of stuff being trucked, at least across the border. So that could be part of the reason. And I think they're going to be strong again. I think they will be strong. So I do like Mullen. All right, Larry says, should I have Indian or Chinese for dinner? You know what? China hit. I mean, you're American, and China hit you guys with some tariffs, from my understanding, last night. So why don't you retaliate against China and do Indian? Just saying. Indian's pretty good. I mean, I do like Chinese, but all right. Let's see. I think Mullen's payout is less than 50%, or was. Yeah. Let's find out. Why not? All right. We'll use Yahoo for that. Yahoo Finance. All right. And we'll bring up Mullen. Here we go. All right. And we'll head over to statistics. And we'll scroll down here and we'll take a look at their payout. So yeah, like right now it's 62.60%. Rory says, do you have enough room in the house for all those people, Larry? Yeah, they are both the most populous two countries in the world. India number one, China number two. That's a lot of folks. For sure. All right. And it looks like Larry has chosen India. That is the flag of India there. So I think that'll be good. And curry's not bad. Let's see. Thank you for checking Mullen's payout. 62% is good. Yeah, no, I think Mullen. I mean, Mullen's a good company. And you have to sort of look like there's going to be companies that are going to take, they're going to take a hit. But these are companies that I think are going to be fine once we finally get things worked out. Once we get all these stupid tariffs behind us, because the tariffs are going to go away. They are going to go away. I mean, worst case scenario, they're going away in 4 years, but they are going away. And I think there's even a limit to how much Trump can let the economy go down before he has to sort of figure out a way to create a victory out of it and get out of it. Because that's what he could do. He could create a victory and say, okay, yes, we've got enough people set up in the U.S. Enough industry has moved here and manufacturing has moved here that we're happy. I mean, he could do something like that. He could find a way. We'll have to sort of see, but yeah, it's pretty craziness. And I think at least for Canada, I noticed Canada wasn't on his list. So Canada and Mexico both got an exemption from the retaliatory tariffs for now. We'll have to see. I mean, we've got an election, of course, in Canada. I think once we have a winner and he has a chance to meet with them, we can sort of figure out what we're doing at that point and how we can maybe get out of this. Plus, there was the Senate. The Senate actually had a vote against tariffing. Well, not against tariffing Canada, but against declaring an emergency on Canada. So, and what's really interesting about that vote is they did get 4 Republicans to vote to get it passed. But now, mind you, just because the Senate passed it, the House will probably poo-poo on it. So it probably won't get anywhere. But it was nice to see that, some Republicans were standing up and saying, yeah, come on, this is bogus. Come on, let's not do it. We gotta step back. Rory says, we don't need their steel or lumber. We got lots of trees, tremendous amount of trees. We don't need Canada's lumber. Yeah. And that's why he's been he's been lessening rules on cutting trees down in national parks. So he's making an enemy of Smokey the Bear probably, and other park, or maybe Yogi the Bear. I think is the one that lived in a park. I think Smokey was more or less just trying to prevent parks from getting burnt down. But yeah, all of that fun stuff. All of that fun stuff. What can I say? What can I say? All right, guys. I think we've come towards the end of our Friday show. We're gonna be back here Sunday. Sunday, we have that merch giveaway. So at about an hour into the show, so roughly 5 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So we'll do the draw. Whoever wins, then I have to have a conversation with them. Find out what they want so that I can get the link generated for them. But yeah, that's going to happen on Sunday. So it's going to be a great show. Cannot wait. It will be awesome. So right now, guys, whatever you do, have a great weekend, because it's here. And for some of us, the spring is coming. For some of us, the spring is coming. So anyway, guys, until Sunday or next time, have yourself a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.